Good morning.
Morning.
Today is Wednesday, May 20th, 2020, and we're bringing you devotions again today. Last night, we had a hair cutting party at our house for the girls, their end of the school year haircuts, and they're pretty proud about them. And while I was cutting their hair, I thought about the verse in the Bible about God knowing all the hairs on your head. And so I looked that up, and it's in Luke 12, I'm going to start at verse 6, okay? Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies, yet not one of them is forgotten by God. Indeed, the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Don't be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows. And isn't that true? Like, I can think about when my mom had chemo the first time 3 years ago, and one of the side effects of the chemo was her losing hair. And I remember when she would comb her hair and she'd have a clump, and it'd be like, oh, look at all of that. And eventually, when she was completely bald, and we recalled the verse about God knowing the number of hairs on your head, and thankfully her hair grew back, and God knows all about us and can take care of us. We're going to look a little bit at children of the Heavenly Father. One of the verses that is given at the bottom of the hymnal page is Matthew 6, 26 and 27. Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your Heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Can any one of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life? Now, in this uncertain time, we can worry a lot, right? We don't know what's next. We don't know maybe what's happening in our day later on. We don't know what's happening tomorrow or next week. It's hard to plan, but we can find comfort in this verse of can any one of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life? God has us. He is in control, and He will provide. So we're going to sing Children of the Heavenly Father. So in your hymnal, it's 725, and this is that hope and encouragement is sung throughout, okay? Children of the Heavenly Father, safely in His bosom gather, nestling bird nor star in heaven, such a refuge e'er was given. God His own doth tend and nourish, in His holy courts they flourish. From all evil things He spares them, in His mighty arms He bears them. Neither life nor death shall ever from the Lord His children sever. Unto them His grace He showeth, and their sorrows all He knoweth. Though He giveth or He taketh, God His children ne'er forsaketh. His the loving purpose solely, to preserve them pure and holy. I especially like the third verse, that nothing can sever us from the Father, that we are always in His care, and He knows all the sorrows that we have. So I pray that you have a beautiful, wonderful day. We give thanks for all the things that God does provide for us. We give thanks as this is the last week of school. We give thanks for the wonderful teachers that we have had, and I know a lot of parents have underwent juggling a lot as we have. So we give thanks to God for all that we have. Have a good day.
Have a good day.